Hello, and welcome back to the English Speaking Corner. This is the place where we turn your confusion into confidence, one calm lesson at a time. I am your host, Sarah, and I am joined today by my co-host, Mark. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Sarah, and hello to everyone listening. I am really looking forward to today's session because we are tackling one of the biggest complaints I hear from our students.
I think I know which one you mean. Is it the feeling that native English speakers are just speaking way too fast?
That is exactly it. So many learners tell me that they know the vocabulary and they know the grammar, but when they hear real people talking on the street or in movies, it feels like a race car driving past them. They catch maybe one word, but the rest is just a blur.
It is a terrible feeling, isn't it? You feel like your ears are failing you. But today, we are going to fix that. We are going to learn that speed is actually an illusion. Native speakers aren't necessarily speaking faster than you. They are just connecting their words differently. They are using what we like to call ghost words.
Ghost words. I like that image. These are the sounds that seem to disappear or turn transparent, just like a ghost. If you are looking for the full, clear pronunciation of every single word, you will miss the meaning because you are looking for something that isn't there.
Exactly. In this episode, we are going to hunt for these ghosts. We will practice 3 specific types of disappearing sounds: the H drop, the link, and the schwa. By the end of this lesson, you won't just understand fast English better, you will sound more natural when you speak it too. And remember, if you enjoy these calm, practical lessons, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a practice session.
Let's get started with our first ghost word type, the H drop. This happens very often with pronouns like he, him, her, and his. When these words appear in the middle of a sentence, native speakers almost always cut off the H sound completely.
This is a great place to start because it happens in almost every conversation. Think about the phrase, tell him. If I say it like a robot, I say, tell him. I stop, I take a breath, and I make a strong H sound. But that takes a lot of energy. In spoken English, we want to be efficient. So we drop the H and connect the verb directly to the pronoun. Instead of tell him, it becomes tell 'em.
It sounds like one word, tell 'em.
Right. Let's practice this together. I want you to listen to Mark say the phrase slowly, but with the H dropped. Then I will leave a quiet space for you to repeat it aloud. Are you ready?
Tell 'em,
Now you try. Imagine the H is gone.
tell 'em.
Good. Now let's try it at a natural, slightly faster speed.
I'll tell 'em later.
Your turn. Repeat that whole sentence. Connect tell and him.
I'll tell 'em later.
Excellent. Let's try another common one. Think about the word her. If you ask a question like, did you ask her? The H often disappears. The K sound at the end of ask moves over. It sounds like asker.
Let me demonstrate that. Instead of ask her, it becomes asker, like a person who asks questions. Asker.
Listen closely and repeat after Mark. We will do it slowly first.
Did you ask her?
Now you say it. Connect the sounds.
Did you ask her?
Now let's hear it in a natural context. Mark, ask me if I invited Jane to the party.
Did you ask her to come?
Now you try. Shadow Mark's pronunciation exactly.
Did you ask her to come?
Perfect. You are already hearing the ghosts. The H is silent, so the words glue together. This makes the sentence sound faster, but really it is just smoother. Let's do one more H drop before we move on. What about the word he?
This one is very common when we ask questions with is. For example, is he busy? When we speak naturally, the S sound in is connects to the E sound in he. The H vanishes. It sounds like the name Izzy. Is he busy?
That is a fun one. It really does sound like the name Izzy. Let's practice that. Listen to the connection.
Izzy.
Repeat that.
Izzy.
Now the full sentence. Listen to the rhythm.
Is he busy right now?
Your turn. Don't pronounce the H, just flow.
Is he busy right now?
Wonderful work. That is the first ghost, the missing H. If you stop listening for the H, you will suddenly realize you can understand so much more.
The second type of ghost word we're going to look at is the link, specifically when a word ends in a consonant sound and the next word starts with a vowel sound.
This is the #1 reason why learners say English sounds like one long stream of water. In many languages, you finish one word completely before you start the next. But in English, we steal the sound from the end of the first word and stick it onto the front of the next word.
Let's look at a simple phrasal verb, clean up, to tidy your room. Clean ends with an N. Up starts with a U. When we say this naturally, the N moves over. It sounds like clean up.
It almost sounds like nup is a new word, clean up. This can be very confusing if you are listening for clean and up as separate items. Let's train your ears to hear them together. Mark, let's do the loop.
Slowly first. Clean up.
You try. Move the N over.
Clean up.
Now in a sentence.
I need to clean up this mess.
Repeat after Mark. Focus on the link.
I need to clean up this mess. Very good. Let's try a slightly harder one. This involves what we call a flap T. In American English especially, when a T is between two vowel sounds, it sounds like a soft D. Look at the phrase, put it on.
Oh, this is a classic. We have two links here. Put links to it, and it links to on. And because of the vowels, the T sounds change. It doesn't sound like put it on. It sounds like put it on.
Put it on. It sounds like one strange word. Put it on. No wonder you might not catch that in a fast movie scene. But now that you know the secret, let's practice making that sound yourself. Once you can say it, you will always be able to hear it.
Let's break it down. First part, put it.
Repeat that. Soft D sound.
Put it.
Now the second part. It on.
It on.
Now put it all together. Smooth and connected.
Put it on.
Your turn. Say it like one word.
Put it on.
And now in a sentence. Imagine you are telling someone to wear a jacket.
It's cold outside. Put it on.
Repeat that. Be smooth.
It's cold outside. Put it on.
You are doing great. These links are the glue of the English language. When you stop pausing between words, you instantly sound more fluent, and your brain stops trying to process every word individually.
We have one more ghost to catch today, Sarah, and this might be the most famous ghost of all.
You must be talking about the schwa.
I certainly am. The schwa is that lazy, relaxed sound. It is the most common sound in English, and it is responsible for making many small grammar words almost disappear.
Words like to, for, at, and of are usually not important for the meaning of the sentence. The important words are the nouns and verbs. So we crush these small words down. The word to usually becomes ta. The word for usually becomes fur.
Let's practice this with the word to. If I say, I am going to the store, and I pronounce every word clearly, I sound very formal. I am going to the store. But in daily life, to becomes a ghost. It becomes ta, or sometimes even just duh.
Let's listen to the difference. Mark, say the sentence, I want to go, but use the ghost version of to.
I want to go.
Did you hear that? It wasn't to, it was a tiny, short ta. I want to go. In fact, we often combine it with the previous word, wanna. But even if you don't say wanna, you rarely say a full sharp to. Let's practice the subtle version.
I want to go.
Now you try. Make the word to very small and weak.
I want to go.
Let's try the word for. It rarely sounds like the number 4. It usually sounds like fur. Mark, how would you say, is this for me?
Is this for me?
Hear how short it is? Fur. It's barely there. It's a ghost. Let's practice.
Is this for me?
You try. Don't stress the word for. Stress the word me.
Is this for me?
Let's try one more with the word at. It usually becomes ut. Look at the phrase, look at that. The word at is sandwiched between look and that. It becomes look at.
Look at that.
Try that. Connect look and at.
Look at that.
Now in a sentence.
Hey, look at that sunset.
Your turn. Hey, look at that sunset. So we have covered the H drop, the link, and the schwa.
These are the three main reasons why English feels fast. It is not speed, it is connection. Now we are going to put it all together in a final challenge. We call this the Boss Challenge.
I am going to say a short paragraph that uses all three of these techniques. It might sound fast at first. I want you to just listen. Do not panic. Just try to spot the ghosts.
Here is the scenario. Mark is telling a friend that he tried to visit his brother, but his brother wasn't home. Listen carefully. I went to see him, but he wasn't there. I think he's at work. I'll call him later. Okay, that was natural speed. Did you catch the ghosts? Let's listen one more time, and I will point them out. I went to see him. Hear the H drop? See him. And the weak too. Went to. I went to see him. But he wasn't there. The T at the end of but links to the H in he, which might drop. Buddy. Buddy wasn't there.
I think he's at work. He's at work. The H drops in he's, if it's fast, and at becomes ut. I think he's at work.
I'll call him later.
Column, another H drop. Column.
Now, let's try to say this whole paragraph together. We will break it into two pieces. I will say the first half slowly, with the ghosts included. You repeat after me.
Ready? Remember, smooth connections, no robot speaking. I went to see him, but he wasn't there.
Your turn. Be brave with the sounds.
I went to see him, but he wasn't there.
Now the second half.
I think he's at work, so I'll call him later.
Your turn. Link everything.
I think he's at work, so I'll call him later.
Now the grand finale, the whole story, one breath. Feel the rhythm.
I went to see him, but he wasn't there. I think he's at work. I'll call him later.
Now you. Tell the story.
I went to see him, but he wasn't there. I think he's at work. I'll call him later.
Fantastic. Take a deep breath. You just spoke native level connected speech.
And more importantly, the next time you hear a sentence like that in a movie, your brain won't panic. You will hear see him and know it means see him. You will hear call him and know it means call him. You have unlocked the code.
That is the power of understanding ghost words. It stops you from translating every single word and helps you focus on the rhythm and the meaning. You don't need to speak this fast all the time if you don't want to, but practicing it is the best way to improve your listening.
We recommend listening to this episode a few times. You can do it while you are washing the dishes or driving to work. Repetition is the key to building that muscle memory.
Thank you so much for practicing with us today. If you felt a difference in your listening or speaking during this lesson, please hit the like button so we know to make more videos like this one.
And let us know in the comments, which ghost word is the hardest for you? Is it the H drop or those tricky vowel links? We love reading your progress.
Until next time, keep listening for the ghosts, keep calm, and keep speaking. Bye for now.
See you next time.